it been? First day of mandatory minicamp, how did you feel? Like you've been doing and you guys have kind of been developing, learning this new offense.
I mean, that's the thing right there. We're trying to learn a new offense, like you said. So it's been growing pains, but it's been fun, I can say for sure. Like, we've been having a lot of fun with it, trying to figure it out where we belong in it. So it's been cool.
What is the next step for you in your career? I mean, obviously you had a great season last year. You fit in very well here. What is the next step that you're trying to keep progressing?
Man, just how I attack the game, honestly. I feel like mine is a lot of off the field stuff. Just preparing better, working harder off the field, just getting myself ready to play for a home season.
Early on in your career, obviously there was there was the talk about the lack of TDs, and then at some point you broke that open, and every season since there were 3 consecutive seasons you've had, you've upped it again.
Yeah.
Is that something you're focused on, and you think you can up it again this season?
I honestly don't care if I do it. Don't honestly. I just like playing football. So whatever they say, I'm gonna be out there playing regardless.
What do you notice is the biggest difference in Aiden from the end of last year till today?
Reps, familiarity, what is it, consent or something like that. Like, he getting more reps, he getting better, he understands what to do out there. He's straight.
What are you seeing in that quarterback competition then between Aiden and Gardner?
They both want it. Honestly, like that's what you want. So at the end of the day, wherever the chips fall, we'll be straight.
How different is it though, catching the ball for those guys? How different is that ball?
It's still a football at the end of the day. I don't care who throw it, how it come to me, I gotta catch it when it's in front of my face.
Talk about learning this new offense. I guess how does it kind of suit you and what you want to do, and maybe what adjustments you have to make to kind of fit the offense?
Ooh, that's a tough one, honestly. I mean, I'm still trying to get used to it, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be there, but that's probably a question you have to ask me in like a month or so. So I can let you know.
You mentioned that there's been growing pains. How do you just, set that aside in your mind that there are going to be the growing pains? It might not look always great out there on the practice field, but it is part of the process.
I mean, I feel like it's something I enjoy. Like it should be hard. It should be different. You know what I mean? If it wasn't everybody to do it, that's how you separate yourself. So I'm enjoying it.
Jakobi, what do you think about training camp in Costa Mesa? Are you glad to get a relief from the Vegas heat?
I ain't never been before, so I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, it's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna be with the boys, beat up Trey Tucker a little bit. It'll be cool.
You guys had Brock Bowers this offseason. What's been your first impressions of him just as a rookie?
I like Brock a lot. He showed up ready. You could tell he cared about football. He wanted to do everything right. He finished every time. That's a good player. I see why he had so much success at the last level.
You mentioned Trey. What have you seen in Trey's growth since his rookie year?
My boy Trey, he catching the ball better. He always been fast, so he might be a little bit slower. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell him I said that, but he really playing good football right now. I'm proud of him. Just the person he is off the field too. Like he show up every day and do his work.
Catching the ball better and maybe better footwork, is that just part of the game slowing down, in your opinion?
Or just same thing with Aiden, man. The more work he put in, the better he get at it. So like, he getting used to doing his job, what it feel like to be in here. And I can say that too, like the game slowing down, but he attacking it head on for sure.
As a veteran, Jakobi, there's been talk about the NFL potentially going to an 18-game season, the Super Bowl stretching all the way to President's Day weekend. Your reaction to potentially having to do something like that?
Well, they're not going to take my money, so if they say we got to be there, I'm going to be there.
Jakobi, the coaches talk about your skill sets, saying you're one of the best route runners in the league, and it looks like you got every ability you need to be a 1,000+ receiver guy, but you never seem to worry about that, and a lot of receivers do. Why is that, Jakobi?
I'm just out here feeding my family, man, doing what I love to do. So 1,000 yards come, it's gonna come. If they don't, I'll be back next year, hopefully.
What's the cohesion been like of this unit, this group, now that you guys have had a couple years to kind of work together with Trey, you and Devontae?
I love the boys, man. I love them. I love playing with them. Everything about being in that room, on that unit, it's been great. So hopefully it's showing the field this year.
Pretty much everybody that's been asked to name a starting 5 for a basketball team in the locker room has included you.
Yeah,
I guess what is your game? What is your game on the court, and have you played with some of those guys?
We played a little bit. I just do what I got to do when I got to do it. I fit in, whatever I need to do, I'm going to make sure I do.
Would you put yourself on the starting 5?
Of course. Of course.
What position?
I'll probably go 2. I really want to sit in the corner and shoot it, but if they need me to play a little defense and dribble a little bit, I'll do that.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Jakobi.
Appreciate it.